Alright guys, welcome back to some more Mount Blade Warband. And so, it's been a couple days since I uploaded any material, so in that period of time of my absence, I've been running some scenarios. So I ran some scenarios without joining a faction and just kind of attacking other factions' villages, doing quests for villages, stuff like that, just anything to avoid joining a faction. And it was going well and good and all and everything, guys, except for we were losing a lot of honor in doing it and really not gaining any ground enough, I guess, enough fights to level up and everything. So our hand was kind of forced to join a faction. So that's where we're at, is we're in phase 2 now of Mount Blade Warband. And what you want to do is you want to find a faction to join and join one. So we've joined the Swadian faction, and they're at war with a few factions right now. The Nords to the north and the Kyrgyz to the mountainous area in the west. And so they're at war with them right now. We've been fighting some of the lords, leveling up. As far as like party is concerned, I finally found my Metheld. I've got Behester, Ferentis, Borcha, and Artemeter. And that's 5 of like 7 that I usually like to run with. I'm missing Lezelit, and I forget who would be the 7th key element. But when I find them, I'll remember and know. But yeah, we're starting to get there, guys. We've got a bit of ground troops they're getting there. We've got some footmen, we've got some veterans, some infantry, a sergeant. We've got a decent amount of archers now. We've got 8 sharpshooters. We've got 9 crossbowmen getting ready to go over to sharpshooters. We've got a bit of cavalry now. We've got, once again, my heroes as cavalry, so our cavalry is doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good, guys. So let's go back to party. Money, we're doing all right, but look how much it's costing us now to shell out per week. So we must stay at war. So as I said, you must fuel the war beast, so to speak, by staying in battle. And that's why it's good to be in a faction, because we're going to use this faction to our own benefit. We're not going to benefit the faction at all, because they don't care about us. They did give me a fief. The king did. It didn't take him too long. He gave me a fief, which is over in the Uxhal area. I can't highlight it because it's over this hill, but it's Yareger. It's the little town right beside Uxhal, so that's ours for the time being to kind of yield the taxes off of and all of that good stuff. So that's a little bit of income. Most of our income's coming from battles right now. And with all that being said, guys, I just wanted to catch you up with the situation and where we're at in it right now, and very carefully, I suppose. Well, I need to get rid of these prisoners more than anything, really. But very carefully, I suppose, we're going to start exploring the map a little bit and maybe get into some fights with the Kyrgyz and the Nords while we're still at war with them, because war is a good time, a profitable time for us in Mount Blade Warband. It's where we make our profit, it's where we level up, and all of that good stuff. Now, I think I'm almost capped. Yeah, I can go to 69 now, which is kind of impressive, so we're going to grab some more men along the way so that we can start training them as well. I've got all of my named, or my heroes, going on with their levels and everything. We've got some spotting, enemies spotted near Amir, which is right behind us where we just left. It's being raided. Maybe we should check that situation out then, rather than go get some troops. I bet it's Kyrgyz. Oh, what do we have here? We've got a Vigor Lord. We're not worried about him. Worried about this town being raided, because if we can stop them from raiding it, we'll gain a little bit of renown off of that, not to mention the battle itself. Ooh, but what do we have here? Looks like a couple low levels, actually. A 35 and a 27, and that totally is doable on our part, I think. Now, they are horsemen, and you have to be careful with Kyrgyz horsemen, because 1, they're fast. 2, you're not going to have a chance to really set up your line or anything in battle. They're going to come right at you, because their army consists mainly of horsemen, almost exclusively, actually. So it's just straight up, you jump into the fight. Let's see what they've got going on, though. It doesn't look like they've really got much of anything, and they're kind of whooped up a little bit. These guys have nothing, no threat. Even if they were to combine themselves, they're chasing these farmers at the moment. I'm going to let them chase them out into the nice plains here. Boy, they're just going to ignore me completely, aren't they? And they stopped looting this town just to chase these farmers, which is convenient for us because we're going to chase them down now. Now, they are fast, like I said, 6-0. Okay, and this guy's in a battle. Ooh, how convenient for us. We're going to go ahead and help him take out this 27 real quick. Gain the prestige off of that and everything. And like I said, guys, like, they're not going to give you much time to set up. So we're just going to have our men follow us. And see, his faction of men are already meeting them all at the line. So we're just going to cross over here. And screw it. There's not enough of them to really be concerned about, so we're just going to go ahead and have them attack. Full throttle. We'll try to get a little bit in ourselves here. Hello, you look like Behester. You're not Behester, but you look like him. And yes, we want to be careful for sure. We don't want to get knocked down off our horse. We don't want to get knocked out. None of that good stuff. I think the battle's just about over with already. Hello, how are you? Yeah. Well, I didn't really get... Oh, hello. You want to say hello to... Oh, I see. Alright, setting me up. Oh, nice move, sir. Nice move. You pumped the brakes just in time. Ah, I missed you. How did I miss you? Where did you go? This thrust, the thrust with the sword's what throws me off. Alright, we got him, we got a piece of him, we're gonna, I was really hoping to knock him off his horse on that swing. Alright, nonetheless, he's done. Well, we got one straggler, a couple stragglers left here. Get a piece of him. I think he's it, basically. So this battle is over before it even started, almost. Which is fine by me. It's just a warming up of the blade to the next lord we're going to chase down, which is the 35. So that was good timing on this lord's part. Nice. So we got to help him, and we got to gain some military experience. We lost 2. That's fine. He's going to be appreciative. Richard. We already have a decent relation with a few of the lords now. I'm going to let him go, guys. Whether that annoys our king and our lords or not, it benefits us. And once again, it's not about them, it's about us. And what do you have for a horse? You've got 40 in speed, 8 in armor. Not bad. We might, I think like Borussia still has a slow horse, so we might give that horse to Borussia and kind of speed up our own. All right, so options. We've got 35. He's still chasing farmers. We're going to go ahead and chase him down. If we can, possibly. Excellent. Catch him. If we can get to those farmers before he scampers off, we'll have a chance here. Let's just go ahead and cap off our men. One more sharpshooter never hurts. And another man-at-arms. Excellent. All right. We'll keep those, and we'll try to save these farmers. Yes, excellent. Rush in to aid the farmers. Yes, we're going to charge their enemy. We're going to actually hold off for just a moment here until they get to us. And let our archers have a half of a chance of a second. There we go. To nail some hits. And since they're coming in all hot, we'll let our cavalry do their thing as well, while everybody else just meets at the line. We're going to take the back up here. And just to start chopping away up their line. Try to get some of these horses down before they start running off everywhere and being annoying. Here, needs to do that. This is going very successful. Look at all the green guys. doing their job, like making a impenetrable wall, that is. And now we've got a couple dancing around, which is annoying. Usually have a couple of gear geeks that will just run around and make the battle take longer than it should. If I could just possibly get a sword in on one of you, that would be great. Okay, he escaped, so I guess that's the end of their line there. That's fine. Who else do we have? We've got one running from my pack there. Looks like, man, we wiped them out fast. That actually worked out really convenient for us, is our line was strong enough to kind of pin them all up right there. And we were able to just chop them all up nicely. Okay. So they've escaped or died. One of the two, but nonetheless, that was a very successful campaign for us. Nice. Okay, farmers have been saved. Excellent. Gained a little bit more renown there. Good. And a few more prisoners. Excellent. As soon as we can find a ransom broker, we'll be doing all right in that sense. I think everybody's good on shields, but those are cavalry shields, so we'll be checking all of that out soon enough too. Grab some men from Aiki, I guess it is, and then we'll hop over to, excellent, nice, 7 of them, you say. Excellent. You got any? Sure, I'll take your grain. I'll take all. Oh, because I can't, because I'm full with gear. Well, let's go ahead and get rid of one of these hats so we can take that grain, because I'd rather have the grain than a cheap ass hat. And we're going to go over to Raviden now and see if there's a ransom broker so we can unload these 10 prisoners that we have so we can lighten ourselves up. It's one thing that's making us slower for sure. Tasavi, I don't want you. I'm sorry. Like, you don't jive really with the rest of my crew, so I'd just rather not bother. I already have Behester, which I think was considered a horse thief or something to that extent by his own people, so there's that beef. There's backgrounds of their past that can be a beef with some of your other lords sometimes, some of your other named. So you got to keep your wits about you. It's kind of a learning process, honestly, more than anything. I need to check everybody's armor before I just shed all of that, and that's why all that's at the top of the list. Cavalry shield, not bad. 12 in resistance is kind of small. 10 in resistance. We're gonna hold on to those because I don't know if my man need them or not. We'll go ahead and we'll pull all that up, and on my own time after the video I'll just kind of go through my men and see who needs what. Yeah, these shields are pretty low level, so we'll go ahead and get rid of those just to gain a little bit more coinage back in our pocket. We've got all this too we can get rid of once we know that I can get rid of it. But yeah, nonetheless, alright, and you know what, we're going to head over to Samja. We're going to go ahead and top off with recruits here, because I don't mind some vigor. Recruits for sure, they're good soldiers. Alright, and that's 69, and yes, we should be topped off. Behester can level up, so we're going to talk to him real quick. We're gonna, you know what, I think he actually needs some equipment. Yes, he does. He needed a helmet, which you can have right there, sir. You need some gloves, do you, you say? Well, there you go. Your shield's a 8 in resistance. This is a 12. Why don't you go ahead and take that, sir? Take that shield right there. And I said, well, no armor. 22 and 8. We've got 35, or 37, 12. We're definitely going to give him that, because that seems the best of the biz. 16 in boots, and he's got 14. Well, let's fix that right there. And Behester is nice and armored out. Now let's check his skills so we can level him up. He's got decent strength and agility. Charisma I'm not too concerned about. I think we're going to pop it into intelligence to give him 1 extra skill point, and we'll put that all into muscle, and we'll give him some more one-handed as well. I noticed a few need to level up, like say Ignite, yummy yums. Now we've got 5 vigor 9, or 5 Swadian Knights. Looks like we lost our 2 Vigor Knights, possibly. They took it deep, I suppose. But that's okay. Another Sergeant, you say. Nice. Okay, Footman. We've got 2 more men-at-arms. We're just trying to build our cavalry and our ground troops up. Archers are doing okay. Really, honestly, you gotta work with the amount of men that you have, and I would have to say the amount of men that we have, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We need to find a ransom broker. This is usually the case once you get going in the game, is you have constant prisoners all the time, but it's hard to find ransom brokers. You're just traveling all over God's creation here, looking for a ransom broker. But yeah, wanted this to just be kind of a progress update report video for you guys, and now that we're in a faction, we'll start getting a lot of action in the coming videos in the future with sieges and such, serving the Swadian faction until I feel like we're ready, guys, to go into phase 3, which is going to be trying to start our own faction. So we're going to go over here to Amir real quick, just make sure nobody else wants to loot it. And we'll kind of turn back to Durham to end the episode. It's going to be kind of a short one this time, guys. But yeah. Alright, Amir is good. So let's just make sure Eldera, or whatever its name is not being looted. Okay, it's not. Seems like pretty quiet war right now. I don't know. I don't know what the Swadian army's up to right now, as far as like the king and the other lords, what their plans are, if they plan on. They were the ones that declared war with the Kyrgyz, so they must have some land possession in mind, even though the Kyrgyz have already taken something of theirs. They took Rindyar Castle already, right out the gate they did, with pretty much no resistance from the Swadian army, so I don't know what Swadians are up to. They may still be busy with the Nords. I think the Nords should be backing off now, though, because they've been at war with them for a little while. Everything seems calm on the prairie here. I mean, these were already looted. That's past tense. So somebody tried to loot Amir, and we successfully ran them off from there. So that's good for this region of Swadia anyways. But yeah, I guess we'll end this one here, guys. I just wanted to update you in my current situation, which is we're building a pretty good army right now. We're getting some knights, we're getting some sharpshooters, we're getting some armored footmen. We've got 5 out of the 6 or 7 heroes that I want under my command. So these are equal to us, basically, once they start getting up in the levels, which they'll definitely do the more we battle and everything. And we'll keep the war beast going with the money. We're going to have to start looting some towns and everything for the the towns that we're in a war with the faction that they reside in. So with all that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little video here. I'm sorry it took a couple of days. Did have one prepared a couple of days ago and the audio got messed up on it. And then, you know, just having to work in between it all and everything else, guys. Just been busy. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some more Mount Blade Warband out to you soon. And hopefully you enjoyed this. And until next time, we'll see you later.